Hello, this is Stephen Ruckman again, head football coach. I want to draw up basically what I think is one of the newest plays out there. Only been around probably a year or two. Not many people run it right now in probably the 2012 season. You're going to see it more and more often. I'm definitely going to run it the teams I'm coaching. Hopefully I don't ever play you and I just made you a lot better. But this is really one of the kind of nastiest type plays I've seen in a while to go ahead and really throw the defense for a loop. And what I like about this play is I'm actually going to draw it up several different ways. It's the same play, same blocking scheme, can be run as part of a real up-tempo, high-speed type offense. And again, I believe it's just a really awesome, kind of devastating play to a defense. Right here, we'll just go ahead and draw up, again, another 3-5-3. It can be run to many, many different formations. If you can run basically, if you can block your inside zone, belly zone type option blocking scheme, you can block this play as well against it. And I'll set this up because I just drew it up to a belly zone a little bit ago. This is a jet option. A lot of people call it a lot of things. I won't tell you what I call it, but this is just probably the best vanilla way to call it, is a jet option. And what it's based upon is that you've been running jet, all night, or it's part of like your normal game plan. You're running jet where everyone's reaching, you're getting cracks, you're reaching, run, cracking down, blocking out, etc. All right, and you're getting just jet, and defenses are really starting to flow to it. Okay, here's a way to time your jet, your option blocking, and I think turn it into just a really just awesome play. It's one of the best plays I've seen in a while. Again, just like always, I will use my hugging linebacker blocking scheme. Again, that's why I like the hugging linebacker. It kind of fits a lot of different plays that we might run. But again, this would be, say, jet option right. And again, it lets your linemen know they're using the hugging linebacker blocking scheme. It's blocked just like the belly zone and inside zone. Blocking scheme's the same, so it'll be head up, that's my guy. That's my guy there, that's my guy. And again, if you hadn't heard me explain my hugging linebacker, basically the blocking scheme is head up, all linebackers are treated compress on the line of scrimmage. That's my guy, head up. That's my guy, head up. GA is gap away. There's nobody head up. There's nobody gap away. And then the final one is linebacker. Well, there's the linebacker, hugging linebacker. Nose, easy for the center, head up. He's got to know, though, which way the ball's going so he can work on body position, whether or not he wants to call for a little chip help. And then this backside guard, nobody head up, nobody gap away, so I'm going to go to the linebacker. In, really easy, nobody head up. There is somebody gap away, kick him out. So again, this is super simple. Nothing changes for the offensive line. It is a hugging linebacker situation. So the blocking scheme is set up. All right, on the outside is a little bit different. A little bit different. Go ahead and block it like you would your jet normally. Blocking it down and blocking him out. Here comes jet. Defense is saying jet, screaming whatever it is they want to scream. You snap the ball to time it up where the jet is about a few steps from the quarterback. Because what happens is when the ball is snapped, the running back goes wide, almost like an arc releasing tight end. Almost like arc releasing the pin safeties and other pursuit that may be out there. Whenever the ball snapped, though, the quarterback's read is the end, like the inside zone again. Like the inside zone. Whenever the ball snapped, the jetter should be about to the quarterback, where there's actually almost like a little bit of a mesh from jet, which is going to take you a long time to try to perfect. The quarterback, when he gets the ball, there's a mesh. The quarterback basically does about 2 crow hops, 2 shuffles as he's reading, and they're meshed together through those shuffles. So you got to really work on it. Maybe take you a whole nother practice session to get it down. As he's shuffling, he is reading the end. If the end says, well, crap, here's jet, like all night long, The quarterback shuffles, disconnects, and attacks straight up the field. The jetter keeps going outside, taking probably everybody with him. All right? So, I mean, to me, that's just really, really nasty. The end sees the jet coming, been playing. Now he's a read guy. He doesn't know it. We blocked everything soundly right in here for the quarterback. And he jumps outside. Quarterback basically takes it straight up the middle. So shuffle. As soon as I disconnect, I power straight up the middle. Should be really nice hole in there with the end flying out and everyone else flying out for jet. But you've really got nice blocking angles to pin everybody in. Of course, if your read does anything else, read like as good end should. He's going out to pin. If the end crashes down with a down block, quarterback shuffle, quarterback disconnects, and now you have a good little jet play going. So he'd actually get the ball. Again, I love this. It is a jet and almost like a quarterback belly option built into one. Nothing changes with your blocking scheme if you do the belly zone or inside zone. Nothing changes at all for your blocking scheme. If you're running jet, run it, and it makes the jet actually that much better, because if it's a handoff, that means there's one less defender playing the jet because he crashed down, and you have one more blocker because your running back here is actually helping push through to seal the outside. Again, it's only been around a year or two. It's really kind of blowing up. I'll show you though a couple other ways real quick. I won't draw the defense up because you can figure that stuff out. It's the same up front. What I want to show you is what I really love about this play is its versatility. It's one of the more versatile plays I've seen as far as with different formations. I'll show you just backfield. You can set up some type of spread twins look. Nothing changes. You can still run jet option or whatever you call it. You can run it to the twins. The ball snapped. He's basically your jet type person there. He's still your arc release sealer. He's still pushing through. And the ball snap, he connects with the quarterback. They shuffle hop, reading the end. If the end comes down, well, you got a nice little outside run game going here. Almost like an outside zone because he's in the backfield. If the end comes up the field, a shuffle, he just keeps going. Shuffle, and your quarterback keeps the ball straight up. Again, you can run it from some type of spread twins look. You can put your jet type guy in the backfield already. Nothing changes. Ball snap. He's about where he should be in the jet anyway if you're running the true jet motion. And they can just shuffle and read. Here's what makes it, I think, a final nuance from formation that I think will really, really make you successful. We plan on doing it a lot. Is that if you noticed already, some of you paying a lot of attention, you can actually run this with a jet that's not really the jet option. And what I mean by that is the last play we just ran, you can still run with the twin receiver going in jet motion. So you can still run the same play back to the right. You can have your jet motion go left. Everyone again is worried about the jet. And then after you run the jet option, well, daggum, here comes the jet option. But really it is not. So while everyone's adjusting the jet, here comes the jet option this way, it's actually the same. Now your running back, if the backer doesn't go with him, now your running back basically can become a replace seal blocker, or like a lot of backers do, I see, when motion goes away, they just come down. Well, again, now it makes that even easier for him. He can go and seal him at the line of scrimmage, and these individuals doing the same thing. He's shuffling, shuffle ride, reading the end. Ends down, he goes ahead, quarterback hands the ball off, and you got another outside little run sweep going. If the end jumps outside or up the field. Then, of course, he's looking at the jet, quarterback shuffling, ends up the field, quarterback keeps it straight up the field. He's jumping outside, looking at the jet. So again, kind of new this year. It's not been around a whole lot, but I think it's just a really, really great play because of its versatility. If you run the inside zone, you can block it exactly like the inside zone. And I've heard people run this play more from a power. You may have heard it as like kind of jet power. But again, I don't really like that. And they block the end out for the quarterback. You don't need to do that. You can pick up an extra blocker by not blocking that guy and just reading him like you do your inside zone. So again, I would look for that play a bunch. I think defenses is going to take them, several seasons to catch up on how they're going to play that, considering you have to defend. If you add this in, you have to defend the inside zone, you have to defend the jet, and also you have to defend the jet option. But whenever you put in the jet option look from the two backs in the backfield, the fact you can send a jet motion and still run the jet option play, that presents a lot of trouble for a defense to figure out what are we going to do, where are we going to defend, how are we going to defend it. But I would say just at the end of the day, if you're running spread, you need to be running it so fast, defenses have to really line up in the same stuff these days as they get better at defending the spread. So if you're running the spread, you need to be running it fast. This helps you run it fast. Blocking is the same as inside belly zone. You know you have jet in your stuff. You know you have inside zone in your stuff. Put them together, add in that twins formation, and also add in the twins with the jet away from the play. And just that right there would be a heck of a game plan for a defensive stop.